Hey guys, so I am here for a little bit of a TBR update slash book thoughts slash oops I did it again at the library. I recently went back to my local library and checked out a butt ton of books. Like, hang on, look at this. Yeah, a butt ton. And I am going to be changing my TBR. I just think that right now is not the best time. I'm trying to get as many books in as possible in a 2-week window, and the things that I picked out, I think it's too much like dense, kind of like hard topic stuff for me to read in that little window. I'm trying to get as much enjoyment as I can out of this little amount of time that I have off for my break. So that's where all of these guys kick in. So I think we're going to start off with the books that I picked up from the library. I worked at the library before. I am starting there again very soon, which I can't announce technically right now, but nobody knows that I have this account, so shh. But I'm such a book nerd, and I love to use the library. The more you use your local library, the more funding they get. The more the funding they get, the more books they'll get, and the better their services will be. So for everybody who's kind of like snobby about like, well, my library doesn't have anything, take that into consideration. Also, interlibrary loan is huge for most public library locations. That is something that's available and very much so beneficial to you, so definitely check that out. Like my particular library is in cohorts with like 200 other libraries, and we're in a really rural setting, so if we have that kind of connection, I imagine that most people other places would as well. And I live in a not so great state. Not that any of them right now are like all that great, but it's bad enough that like we don't pay for schools. So this is big. You can do it, you can benefit hugely from it, and I thought I would just kind of toss that out there so you guys maybe knew and were a little bit better equipped to go forth and read the books. So, first book is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That's right way around, yes. I am so incredibly excited for this second installment. I'm going to be reading all of them through. I will probably finish them all this summer, which is super fun and exciting. I feel like I'm getting a little like, I don't know, worked up over this, but I'm very excited about this. Obviously I'm just kind of running through these. I am trying to keep it short and snappy because I just filmed, just prior to this, a anything but books tag, and the first time I tried it we had a lot of technical difficulties and it ended up taking about 30 minutes, so we're gonna cut things back. Second book is by Emily Henry, and it's The Love That Split the World. I don't know if you can see that awesome cover, but it's beautiful. It's like a galaxy print on the sides with lots of stars and constellations, and then like a beautiful sunset down the middle, and then the girl is in the sunset too. Like, it's just crazy. This has been on my TBR list since it came out a year ago. I'm very, very excited, and I think this might be one of my new favorite covers on a book, and I don't know, can you see? Can you see? Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know, like I'm a big fan of like really simple covers, like the Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. Is that, I think that's her name. Their name? Her name? Is it a she? Oh my god. Anyway, Milk and Honey is a recently popular / recent released book of poetry, and it's a black cover with white, very simple drawings of, I think it's just bees. It's beautiful, but it's very stark. But like things like this where they've put so much effort into creating a really like aesthetically appealing or alluring cover, something that's going to really draw the reader in, that makes a huge difference for me. So the third book, I don't know how to count and I'm losing my books. Third book is Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. I can't ever say her name in one fell swoop. Very excited for this. Ray Carson, who happens to be the author of one of my favorite series, Really loved it. I'm hoping that this is a really good book, and hopefully it's along the same lines, because I loved, can you see the gold metallic? Oh my god, I loved Ray Carson's books. And I try to read things that my favorite authors have really highly recommended, because there's just something really special. It's almost like I'm talking to a friend, so that's fun. And then the next book is by Paul Glasser, and it is Dancing with the Enemy, My Family's Holocaust Story. Secret, not story, secret. Shh. This has been on my TBR list for ages. I'm not exactly sure when it came out. When did it come out? 2010. But it was translated in 2013. Set in the Netherlands. One of those really like haunting stories, nonfiction. I've gotten really good reviews. Looking forward to. Next book, kind of embarrassing. I love Rick Riordan's books, but I've only read one of his series, so the Percy Jackson series is all I've read, but I consumed them very, very quickly. But this is The Lost Hero, which is book 1 of the Heroes of Olympus series. I think the series is complete now. I might be wrong in saying that, but I think that I'm not misspeaking. But I'm hoping for a really like fast-paced action-adventure story, something really like uplifting and exciting. I don't know. I've been reading a lot of kind of depressing books, which we'll get into very shortly. And there's something really draining about that, and I want to hit my stride so that I can read lots and lots of things during a very short amount of time, and I can't do it if I'm spending too much time in book coma. You know what I mean? Like when you've read something and it's just so emotive and strong or just serious that you feel like you were hit by a truck. And I don't have time for that. So we're going to be doing some more light work. I think all of these except for the Holocaust family story is going to be fairly light, and I'm looking forward to this because the books are available, the books are out, I don't have to wait for anything, and that is my favorite. It's my favorite. Okay, the next one, I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't read yet. It's piqued my interest on a number of occasions. I just have never taken the time to actually sit down and read it. And that is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. He's beautiful. He's very nice to look at. His piercing blue eyes are staring at me from the back cover, you know, like from his creepy little portrait. Natasha from Tashopolis, yeah, I'm saying Tashopolis, she recommended him. She's friends with him, which makes me like real jealous, but I trust her word. I think that I will probably enjoy this. And yeah, so I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm not entirely sure what it's about. It's cool. It's cool. I know, like, I need to finish books before I check out more, but it's an addicting process. It makes my heart go all like, and I love it so much that I can't stop myself, and it's shameful, I know. So the last book is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Victoria, where did I get that from? But I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't heard a whole lot. The people that I tend to follow have not said a whole lot about this book, but I'm really looking forward to it because I like her writing style. She really fleshes out her characters, which is something that a lot of authors do, but I don't feel that they do particularly well, but this feels very, like, her writing style feels incredibly human to me, and that's something that really draws me in, so we'll see. I am really looking forward to that, and it's a newer release, and I think she's got another one coming out. You guys, okay, so if you watched my BookTube newbie tag, which is obviously my first ever video, you will know that I said that one of my favorite ever books is the Naming, or the actual Books of Pelennor series by Alison Croghan, however you say Croghan, I don't know, whatever. But she has just she is releasing, she has just announced that she is working on another book in the series, like a prequel. So that will be the prequel to the series, and it's gonna follow Cadvan's story, and I'm so excited. Guys, it comes out on June 13th. If you have ever read those books, if that's something that appeals to you, like, we haven't seen anything from this woman in ages, and I'm so enthusiastic and excited to kind of pick back up where we left off. I feel like we're old friends. Like, she's gonna come to visit me. I know she's not gonna come to visit me, but there's something really exciting about the fact that she's releasing something new.